Hello, everyone. I am Milton, and you are listening and maybe watching the second episode of the Air19.io podcast. This podcast is about real hackers, real stories, and real techniques from people who live cybersecurity, let me say, every single day. Today's guest is someone I really respect. He's Brazilian, has worked in forensics, cyber defense, and has taught hundreds or maybe thousands of professionals over the years. I also had the chance to learn from him directly. His name is Éder Luis. He is a hacker, investigator, instructor, teacher, and a real mentor in the community. Éder, say hi and tell the audience a little about yourself.
Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. One more time. It's a pleasure for me this podcast with my friend Milton. How can I explain? I'm cybersecurity professional here in Brazil, and I'm honored stay here with you to talk about my career, about my techniques, and let's go on. Let's go to start this
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, for sure. For those people for who don't know Éder yet, like I said before, Éder is from Brazil. I'm from Brazil too, and this is interesting because we are right now recording this episode in English,
Yes.
and people can thinking, okay, but what these guys don't record this episode in Portuguese? It's really simple. Let me explain this because uh, English uh, it's I think this the language the most of language that the most part of people speak around the world, and I can reach more people with this using this language. Okay, I am Brazilian, other Brazilian. Of course, this is not our main language, our native language. Okay, but um, we are improving every single day our conversation, our speaking, and and basically here is interesting because before we started this episode, uh, many people have afraid to start something because have afraid to get out of the box, like I say. Uh, and then I really appreciate uh, Eder to stay here with me today because I know that record one episode in another language it's not easy. It's
Yeah.
really difficult, include for me that I've already recorded many other episodes, and but include for me. But okay, let's start. Eder, you spent several years in the Brazilian armed forces working in cyber defense, and this is really interesting because many people don't know about nothing about that. What was the environment like, and how did cybersecurity fit into the military context?
Okay, let's go. Yes, I spent 31 years in Brazilian Army. You know, uh,
Yeah.
but now I'm retired. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All my career was 14 years just in cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have 31 years in Brazilian
Mm-hmm.
Army, but 14 just in cybersecurity. Okay.
Okay.
That is, since 2011, I've been briefing cybersecurity and computer forensics in
Okay.
the army, okay?
Mhm.
But before briefing cybersecurity, I achieved a lot of skills. Né? I was in the blue team for many years in the army,
Mhm.
managing infrastructure, servers, networks, a lot of
Okay.
skills. Okay,
Okay.
this was the base of my career. I study a lot of Tannenbaum books. Do you know Tannenbaum
Yeah,
books?
Tannenbaum. Yes,
Tannenbaum,
of course.
very famous. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
structured computer organization, operational system, a lot of books of Tannenbaum. I love Tannenbaum.
Yeah, I studied, including I studied Turnbull in the university a long
Yes,
time ago. It's not a long time ago, of course. Okay, but Turnbull it's really the big reference when you talk network, uh, the the base of not network. Yes, for sure. I know
yes.
that.
Then, since 2011, the Brazilian army has been building a solid career in cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
We first built an incident response team.
Okay.
I was coordinator in the south of Brazil and the incident response team.
Okay.
The SOC, Security Operations Center,
Okay.
and then finally, we built a pen test team and red team. Of
Okay.
course, when we reach maturity, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then the interesting thing is that everything works in integrated way in the army, okay?
Okay.
With everyone working side by side there, communicating, exchanging ideas. This brings, I think, a
Okay.
real benefit to the organization. Because today, I can see private companies that many teams fighting with another teams.
Yeah,
Blue
I know that.
team, red team, always fighting.
Yeah,
Uh,
one verse. Yeah, yeah, basically all fighting each other. I know that.
exactly. Then I think this is a huge benefit in the army, for example. We
Mm-hmm.
are together, we are friends, we work together, always together. Then
Okay.
for me, this base in the army and these relationships is the secret of the success in my life, in my
Okay.
career. Then
Okay.
I learned a lot with friends. I'm sharing information with friends. Then
Okay.
it was very good years in these 31 years of the career.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting story. Yeah, people. You right. Right now, the listeners are thinking, okay, I have a here one guy that have many experience in both sides. Okay, defense and offensive, and this is really really interesting. And right now, I will try to extract many informations about that. Of course, this is my this. I have many questions. I of course prepared many questions for you. And now about your the big life change. Okay, what motivated you leave the military career and the move to the civilian, or let's say the academic path in cybersecurity? Because okay, you said that work at 31 years inside the armed force, and this is a question not just for me, but I think that for the most part of people that already are listen this podcast. And what the moment that you, okay, are you right now, are you changed to the
Okay.
civilian path? And
Mhm.
okay.
Um, I have always been a teacher and a speaker. even though
Mm-hmm.
I was in the Brazilian army. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and when I complete my service time, 31 years. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
decided to myself
Mm-hmm.
to dedicate it to my private company, Sec for Us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
because here in my company, I could providing service to another companies like a pen test or computer forensics, and I think is because my liberty to introduce my private trainings or be a better official instructor in Brazil for AC Council, for example.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
I have all my time to to uh, introduce my courses, introduce the AC Council courses.
Mm-hmm.
But what really motivated me uh, was the opportunity to understand and get know how to corporate work better. I think
Mm-hmm.
learn new technologies, new ways of doing things, and most importantly, to share and learn with uh, civil professionals or private professionals. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
from several companies here in Brazil, I can share, I can talk about a lot of professionals here in Brazil and abroad. This is amazing. This is
Yeah.
amazing opportunity.
I,
Uh,
I like to feel as I feel the same. I like to this feeling. I like to share informations. I like to share my knowledgement. Yes, I know. I probably feel the same than you, and I know that uh, to me, yes, of course, uh, is a it's a way to that I found to to fix things in my mind. Sometimes I use this technique, for example, inside the classes when I teach for them. I like to speak, I like to demonstrate scenarios and stuff like that, and this helped me to remember and to memorize things more easily. And I think this feeling for me, it's really interesting. But go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupt you. I'm sorry.
no, yeah, it's okay. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. And let's go back to the beginning of your hack journey. Okay.
Mhm.
Many people know, and I remember that at the first time when I saw you was a long time ago in one C8 class. Um, and when I met with you at the first time, I thought, bro, this guy, it's really different. This guy really have a lot of experience, and to me was really one of the best experience with teachers inside the class. And I know that you teach a lot and you hack a lot. And let me know what uh, was the specific moment that you thought, okay, this is that I want to do to the rest of my life. I want to hacking every single day.
Whoa, remember is living.
Yeah.
Let's go. I know, I know. When I was a kid, when personal computers, PCs, arrived here in Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
I think 1985, approximately, my
Mm-hmm.
father bought one PC for me,
Mm-hmm.
MX, MXX Gradiation TK85. I remember.
I
The,
don't know
the, the first
nothing about
computers
that.
arrived here in Brazil, okay?
Okay.
And it was love at the first sight for me. Uh, I remember one adult friend who lived in my street. who was already at the University of the Technology,
Mm-hmm.
showed me that programming was possible in this computer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when this guy taught me how to make my first program in basic language, but
Yeah.
oh my God, this is what I want for my life.
Okay.
In this moment, I wow, I can create, I can build things in this computer. It's amazing. But I have a familiar problem in this moment. Nobody knows about this, but I can explain now
Okay.
for you guys. Since I was a child, my
Mm-hmm.
grandfather's dream was for me to be a soldier.
Mm.
The other will be a soldier.
Mm.
Okay? Hopefully, oh my God. Nah? So I decided to study and join the army.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? As soon as I could, I
Mm-hmm.
moved to the army IT
Mm-hmm.
department. Then was in 1994. I remember. I in this moment I was doing my university, okay,
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
graduation, and I could change to the IT department in the army. These were the first years of the IT in the army, I believe
Okay.
that. Then I was in the start of the IT.
Okay.
Then this is a very interesting story. But my journey in the world of the hacking was fueled by the company know-how worldwide as offensive security. Do you know offensive security company? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Of course.
the Brazilian army selected some professionals in 2011 to
Okay.
study with this guy in person.
Okay.
Uh, Thankfully, I was of one. I was of those chosen. Okay,
Okay.
it
Interesting.
was a complete immersion, and I realized that cybersecurity was intriguing, engaging, and this is for me. My
Okay.
eyes lit up.
This was it. It's probably was uh before when I don't know, but when war released the backtrack before the
Yes,
Kali Linux. Yeah, the backtrack.
yes.
Yeah.
Before Kali Linux backtrack,
Yeah.
exactly,
I know that.
exactly backtrack. Uh, then, when I passed the exam OSCP, OSCE, and OSWP, I decided, wow, I want to do this for all my life
Okay.
because it's ah the oh my god, this is amazing. This background, the compromise another the devices. Wow, and play. This is my area. I don't want more anything, but I decided migrate after years to the another uh, techniques
Okay.
or experience to
Okay.
to aggregate the information on the skills for my career, for example.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I really never thought about that. I never thought that your, yeah, okay, your decision to start your journey in armed forces was from your grandfather. But okay, this is I really people either it's really my friend, but I never thought this. That's about many things that I'm asking here. It's really questions that I really don't know about that. I really don't know about the other, and this is a surprise not only for me but for our audience.
Yes.
And talking a little bit about training, certifications, leverage these questions. You have trained a lot of people, including myself. Yeah. How does teaching change the way you thinking as a hacker? Because when you teach, uh, usually people, this is happened with me when I started to teach for many people in the first time in Brazil. This really changed my mind, changed how I think like a hacker. And let me know how this working with you.
Okay, you're kidding, right?
Yeah.
Because you only attended my classes to get the certification. Because
Yeah.
you already knew everything. Okay, you're
Yes,
kidding. Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, yes, I've trained in more than 2,000 professionals here in
Mm.
Brazil and abroad, South America,
Mm-hmm.
Portugal. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I've lost count. I'm confess. I've
Mm-hmm.
lost count. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
my vision changed because I could feel the professional's weakness and strengths. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I realized how to explore these in my classes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I look to the guy. Okay, I realize the weakness and your strengths. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but this side affected me. I become a better professional every day teaching. Every
Mm-hmm.
day I think I'm a better professional when I teaching. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I can to learn with you.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I can share knowledge. I can share knowledge with what I know.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, this made me matter a lot as a cybersecurity professional because
Mm-hmm.
that is a secret of teacher
Yeah.
teaching, but also learning a lot from my audience.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, I have many professionals here in Brazil uh, that these guys are better me in this moment. For example, my friend Elvio Jr.
Okay.
The guy passed me a lot. Then
Okay.
I'm happy teacher because in my opinion, the
Mm-hmm.
teacher is it.
Yeah.
Your students or will be better than you when you
Yeah.
when you teach. Okay, then for
Okay.
me it's a pleasure. Uh, uh, Many professionals studying with me and with year better and better your skills. For me, it's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I really agree with that. This is interesting because when you teach, you learn a lot too. Um, I remember that I remember one funny story here. Let me share this story. I remember that when I teach my first C8 class, in the last model, you probably remember it's talk it's the model 20 that's talk about
Okay.
cipher and cryptography and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And inside there, when I close the class, I ask feedback about the people there, and one person uh, basically say, Teach, teacher, I really like it um, of your class. In my doctor of, let me remember what was doctor that I don't remember now, but this guys was doctor in cryptography.
Wow.
And sometimes I thought, bro, I needed to before I started, okay, any classes, I need to prepare all the material, I need to prepare all the things because you don't know. usually you don't know uh, who you found inside the classes, and you needed to prepare, and you needed to prepare to conduct a really a good lesson.
Mhm.
And when I remember of this story, I remember that, okay, I had one doctor in cryptography inside my classes,
Yes.
and I could teach them, but I could learn it too. And
Yes.
this is it's really interesting, and I really agree with your thought. And leverage this question. I will go to another, of course. Do you feel that being an instructor push you to keep learning more deeply and consistently? Because, like you said, this is not okay. Go to the class and open the book and start to the class. You need to study. You need to
Mhm.
prepare. Okay. And do you think that being an instructor push you to keep learning more deeply and consistently?
Yes, a lot. All my life was about studying because, an
Yeah.
instructor must always be improved, né? But there
Yeah.
is even a fact that made me think a lot about my life a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I will talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Because my daughter
Mm-hmm.
is still a little girl and 10 years old, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she questioned me,
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, when I grow up and I'm your age, at time I think about 45 years old I have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to continue studying like you, Daddy. Uh, Daddy, you just study day and night. That affect me. Made me review some concepts and let go a little. Okay. Then I
Mm-hmm.
confess to you, yes, to be an instructor, you have to study a lot. But because this fact with my daughter, I realized that this is addiction for me. Sorry, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
Study was an addiction for many, many years for me.
Yeah.
Then I'm confess you, I'm stopping a little
Mm-hmm.
to study more, study more, because you enter in the internet and you can see a new technique of
Yeah.
the CVA, CVE,
Yeah.
for example. Oh, I have to do this. I have to do
Yeah.
this. I have to learn this. This is a paranoid.
Yeah.
Then
Exactly.
I have to stop thinking. Okay, I'm studying for many years of my life. I can uh, I can stay more relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay, no more. It's a lot of information in my
Not
mind
pushing every day, not pushing every
every
time.
day.
Yeah.
It's complicated. It's
Yeah.
complicated. Then I have to stop and okay, I have to keep learning, but more little.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
for me. For it was the solution now in this moment.
Yeah, but this is I agree with that too, because if you stop to think, in the past only exist, okay, offensive security, that right now it's called OffSec, uh EC Council, and maybe Isaka, CompTIA, and right now I have many another flavors, many another vendors and stuff like that. And each day when you open the LinkedIn, sometimes you okay, you basically saw a new certifications and that you need to achieve a new acknowledgement and stuff like that. And sometimes when you go back, brother, if you don't create um one path and follow this path to, okay, I need to follow this path to achieve these certifications and this acknowledgement. Because if you all the time try to push and run behind the new certifications and stuff like that, you sometimes you basically create inside yourself sometimes one frustration, because right now it's really acknowledgement with AI. Right now it's more difficult to organize informations,
Mhm.
and it's really, I agree with that. I really in my case right now, I am focusing in specifically certifications and specifically acknowledgements. For example, if I have one certifications from one specific vendor and have another vendor with the same acknowledgement, usually I think really, okay, makes sense. I try to get this new certification. How this will change my life? How this
Yeah,
will change my career and my path and stuff like that? Because sometimes you spend a lot of time, you spend a lot of money, and sometimes you don't get um, basically the awards that you want to receive. Okay.
exactly.
Um, and about classes, do you have any interesting funny story from a class or training while you teaching for people around the world?
Well, yes. Uh, in my classrooms, I always make a joke of however solve my challenges. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
love to push challenges for my students.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I pay push-ups. Then I
Mm-hmm.
remember a face-to-face CAH training that I
Mm-hmm.
gave in Brasilia, capital of
Mm-hmm.
Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
uh, before the pandemic. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, there was a student who had a degree in mathematics,
Mm-hmm.
and when I taught the techniques and he started giving the challenges, this
Mm-hmm.
guy got everything in one day. My challenges. He
Oh,
took 100 push-ups from me in one day of my classes. Oh, same
whoa.
100 push-ups. I was destroyed. I will never forget that. Then I learned be careful with these push-ups, okay? Because it
Okay.
always was my joke in my classes. I love to do exercises. Né?
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
a guy.
Yeah.
Uh, it's uh, it's amazing history because I remember when I arrived at the hotel. Oh my God, I'm tired. I'm tired
Yeah.
to do push-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's okay. It's a funny history for me. But today I'm take care about to push
This type of
challenges.
challenges. Yes, I know.
Or push
I
challenge.
know.
Okay.
Yeah. And many people want to know about your specialty. Your specialty is digital forensics. It's one of the specialists, of course, but you probably know, you probably like more than another areas. Digital forensics is uh, let's say your passion. Yeah.
Mhm.
um, how did you fall in love with this particular area? How did you uh, and this is interesting because uh, for many people that don't know about digital forensics, incident handling, and stuff like that, digital forensics is really one interesting area, and you can leverage knowledge that you learn in digital forensics to do things in hacking, of the hacking side and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And let me know about your love about this particular area.
Okay, I don't say specialty, but is an area I love and
Okay.
very fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm revealing a mystery, a fraud, one attack chain.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in digital forensics, this area forced me to study the operation system. I'm working and well, how the tools work with it in this operational system. It's a
Mm-hmm.
challenging, okay,
Yeah.
but makes me happy when I managed to find what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing when you find,
Yeah.
yes, finally I found what I
Yeah.
was looking for many years or many hours, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's I'm confess you. Sometimes it is a needle in a haystack. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Other time is easier. Other time
Yeah.
it's easier for me.
Yes,
But
depends of the case. Yeah.
yeah, depends of the case. But how can I say? Uh, it's very it's complicated in some cases. Okay,
Okay.
then
Yeah.
it's a needle in a nice haystack because oh my god, how can I explain this problem? How can I found or looking for a trail? It's complicated, but it's an amazing area. This is amazing. I love it. I love it.
Okay. And in your opinion, what makes someone a great digital investigator?
Hmm.
Because you need to have qualities and thoughts about, because when I think in digital forensics, I have one certifications about that. Um, and you need to, this type of certifications or this type of study, you really need to like, because you need to dive into this
Hmm.
world, because you need to sometimes create mechanisms to bypass things that people put inside, and you need this is you need to really know about that. And what do you think that makes someone a great digital investigator?
Okay, good question. It's about having knowledge of what will be analyzed. Uh,
Hmm.
because technology changes every day. Okay,
Yeah.
having study beforehand or having focus, determination, motivation to look for what needs to be highlighted. Okay, this is
Hmm.
digital forensics. Uh,
Hmm.
but mainly not giving up the first difficult because we have to remember that there is no perfect right.
Yeah.
There is always a trace of something. I can't stop until I find what I need to prove this crime.
Okay.
For me, this is the resume. Uh, you don't have give up. Uh,
Okay.
you have to go on because there is no perfect crime. I will
Yeah.
always prove this crime about trails, about traces, okay, something.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
is no secret, just focus and determination for me.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I think this is probably not only for cyber crimes, but for people that really work with another type of crime. It's like that involve crime with against people. And I think this is really needed to be uh, one thing that you really love, because you spend a lot of time, you needed to have knowledgement and things like that to really to support them. And about techniques, tools, uh, inside this world. What's your favorite tool or techniques when you're working in digital forensics? Because it's really have a really one big arsenal
Yes.
around this type of techniques. So, one big, not only of tools, but software tools, but hardware tools, and to analyze sometimes disk, to analyze uh, okay, piece of papers and stuff like that. And let me know about your techniques, about your tools, things that you like to use in your journey.
Okay. My favorite technique is malware analysis in memory, RAM memory. Okay,
Okay.
I love this. Uh,
Yeah.
this weekend, I'm speaking about this in the cyber conference here in Brazil,
Okay.
uh, because it is intriguing and to know that everything is there in memory. Everything
Hmm.
is on the memory. Okay, you just
Okay.
have to know how to look at for it. And there are two tools that I really like: volatility 2 and 3. Okay,
Yeah, I use that.
red line to complement the volatility. Okay,
Hmm.
volatility. And Germany tools calls registry report to read the
Okay.
registries in the memory. Okay, I love registry report too. Uh,
Okay.
but there are also many interest tools here in Brazil. Okay,
Hmm.
made by Brazilians,
Okay.
like IPET, Digital Evidence Processor Indexer,
Yeah, I know.
developed by Brazilian Federal Policy,
Yeah,
NACIP,
I know that. Yeah,
NACIP,
I know that.
a
This
very
really,
good professional.
yes, a very good tool. Yeah.
And I love to Avila Forensics, made
Yeah.
by the Brazilian experts
It's
for
this.
cell phone investigations and
Yeah, I know.
analysis. Then I
Yeah.
think is for me, Brazilian guys build a beautiful and amazing tools to digital forensics. Okay.
Okay. I needed to bring these guys here. The Avila, really is a brilliant guy that
Yes.
developed this tool. That right now it's open source. It's open source tool,
Yes.
and basically this tool it's used to analyze. I don't remember, but it's iOS and Android. You can use this tool to analyze inside the smartphones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can find things or recover files and stuff. Yes, this is really a great tool, and I really needed
Good
to.
guys to interview.
Yeah,
Nasip
yes, I
Policy and Avila,
yeah.
the civil policy here in Brazil, São Paulo. I know.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
São
yeah,
Paulo.
yeah. In São Paulo.
Good
Yes,
guys to interview.
yeah. You try to I try to bring here. I don't know how work his agenda, but I will try to bring you here, because this is really you be a good interview, a good talk. And yeah, when do you are not investigating, outside of investigations, let me say, what kind hacking do you enjoy the most? What you like to? Okay, outside of the investigation, talking more about hacking.
Oh,
What do you enjoy the most?
this is a big problem for me. Talk to you about this. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love it working on Wi-Fi networks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love it. Seeing how far I could get into the network or company, hacking Wi-Fi. I love hacking Wi-Fi. Okay,
Mhm.
testing network connections, accessing service in another clients. Okay,
Mhm.
uh, I said love it because I confess that I stopped doing this in recent years. Okay,
Mhm.
I need more sleep to be productive in
Mhm.
my day-to-day work, but always was my passion, Wi-Fi hacking. I
Okay.
remember a lot of conferences, a lot of travels.
Mhm.
I'm hacking Wi-Fi all the night
Yeah. Okay.
because it's amazing. It's amazing hacking Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But now I prefer sleep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too. I really like that. I have many devices. I have here many tools to use that. This specific area, I really love it too. Wi-Fi hacking, and I really I probably you can see here. I have always WP from Infosec too.
Yes, I'm too.
The certification it's really interesting. Um, and okay, we already talked about many things. Now let's go into uh, about difficult side of the job.
Mm.
Forensics sometimes involves sensitive case, crimes, fraud, internal investigations, and sometimes when I talk internal investigation, this is create the big challenge. Have you faced ethical dilemmas or emotionally difficult situations in this field? Because when I say or when you need to investigate someone, sometimes, for example, someone that you know, it's more difficult. And I just just have this question because I think you probably have many histories about that.
Yeah, difficult question. Yes, I have sensitive cases. Okay, but when I did the first expert analysis in the pedophilia cases,
Yeah.
it's complicated for me because I was a father of the two girls. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it really affected me this case.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that I took me 2 weeks to process this analysis,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I remember completely emotionally devastated. Okay, my first case of the pedophilia, but it served to alert the people who worked with me how important our work, like a digital forensics, because I confess, I felt very bad, but I'm useful for my country. I useful for my
Yeah,
policy
for
enforcement
sure.
to get this guy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I confess, it was complicated case because I when I arrived at my home, I looked for my daughters and I remember of my day of job of work.
Mm.
Oh my God, it was a
It's
complicated for
heavy.
me.
It's really heavy. And to
Yes.
leverage this question, Eder, my last question for you was, how do you keep your emotions balanced when you dealing with heavy or disturbing material that investigation? Because like you said, you have two daughters, and this is probably create a trouble inside your head.
Then always I did my mental and spiritual preparation before anything. Okay, I know it's my job and I have to prepare myself because I know I can encounter things that will hurt me a lot. Okay, so
Mhm.
so I confess you, I pray a lot for
Mhm.
Jesus to enlighten me. For
Mhm.
example, I can find what I need to find. Nah,
Mhm.
God. please help me, né? I need to
Yeah.
fight, né? And that he comforts me in my afflictions and dilemmas.
Mhm.
When you are working on a sensitive and heavy cases, for this example, the pedophilia, okay,
Yeah.
then I'm always prepared me praying, okay, because for me it's the best solution for my life. I have
Yeah.
to emotional prepare myself, my
Yeah.
my mind to do anything job.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah. This is really interesting when you work with that. You really needed to have a really background, and you have someone supporting you. This is really important. uh, I really uh, I really agree with that. This is when you don't have this background, you don't have someone or physically or in another place helping you. You really, yeah, this is create a big baggage. um, and uh, how, thinking about that, how does your military background and mindset influence that way of the approach cybersecurity today? Because you told me that the most part of your time you've been worked in the military, let me say, like military corporations. It's not a corporation because it's a public, yeah, it's a public corporation.
Yes. Mhm.
And how you use this mindset and how you leverage this approach for cybersecurity today?
Okay. Uh, I believe the influence was the issue of hierarchy and discipline. Okay, for me,
Okay.
we follow in the army a strict schedules. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
knowing what I must do when my superior determines. Yeah, but the main thing is in perseverance, because in the military world, when we receive a mission, we have to fulfill it
Mm-hmm.
in one way or another way. Okay, so this helped me technically to study and find a solution to the problem and solve it. For me,
Yeah.
this is a legated from army, from about my life, hierarchically, discipline, and perseverance. For me, the
Okay.
three pillars of my life. Okay.
Okay. And do you think that discipline, hierarchy, and military structure are still useful in civilian cybersecurity environment? Do you think that people that working, for example, in a civilian environment can leverage this hierarchy, this discipline in cybersecurity environments? Do you think this is useful for that?
Yes, I believe so. As I said, although cybersecurity has moved towards a very home office approach on these
Mm-hmm.
days, but
Mm-hmm.
we have meeting goals. But to active meeting goals, you have to have discipline. Okay, you have to respect the hierarchy because you have a superior who demands activities for you. So I believe that a good sense of freedom,
Mm-hmm.
hierarchy, and discipline are only good to make you an even better professional. Okay,
Okay.
it's very important to to anything type of the professionals. You have to have hierarchy. You have to have discipline because I can see many professionals, complicated professionals. There is no time for this guy. There is no discipline for this guy. This is a big problem
Yeah.
for a professional guy here in Brazil or abroad. I don't know.
Yeah.
But for me, this pillar is very important in my
Okay. Yeah.
career and in the career of the any type of the professional.
Okay. Interesting. And what advice would you give for someone who wants to get into digital forensics or incident response? I all the time when I interview people here or when I talk with people here, let me say talk, it's interview. It's not like I interview, but usually I ask for people advice about that and let me know what advice you to give for someone that who wants to get into digital forensics or incident response. What's your advice?
Okay, my advice. Okay, I think you would like to say that computer network infrastructure, servers, and logs. Okay,
Hmm.
uh, but you might think I'm crazy guy. But with years of experience, I'm sure you absolutely need to study offensive techniques
Yeah.
to make a good incident response, to make a good digital forensics, okay? But how can I say that? How can you perform computer forensics if you don't know the traces and attack leads, okay?
Yeah,
How
for
can
sure.
you handle incidents if you don't understand the attacks? How they attack, and what kind of this deficiency incident handling forensic professional you have. Né? Uh, so, so my advice is study offensive techniques too, because
Okay.
okay, it's necessary, computer network, logs, network, but offensive techniques, you become you became you a good professional in digital forensics incident response, not just
Okay.
only the base. Then you have to study offensive always, because
Okay.
when you know how the hackers attack you, wow, you find
Yeah,
easily the problem, the trail,
exactly.
okay?
Yeah,
But
when
for
you
me, this is
know
the
about
secret.
techniques, yeah, when you know about techniques, when you know TTPs,
Yes.
when you know about that, usually it's more easy to identify uh, uh, this type of a movement inside, sometimes inside your network, inside your environment. Usually when you know about offensive security techniques, it's really it's more easy to understand how attackers think. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
And in your view, it's more important nowadays to learn certifications or to build a solid technical portfolio. What do you think about that? Usually this the same question I did for people that usually already achieved many certifications like you.
Okay.
And what do you think about that? Is this sometimes this is really a question that okay people have thinking about that, so another have another thing. It's really normal. But in your opinion, nowadays, what do you think this is?
Uh,
Uh,
I have many certifications, international certifications in my career, okay? But nothing replaces a solid technical background. Of course, as it's very important. But I believe that certifications are important, very important, because they are the way of knowing that your professional has undergone training, okay, and study to be challenging the certification exam. As a business owner, I would very much like to have certified professionals by my side,
Yeah.
You need to have many certifications. It's open many doors in your career. Okay.
Yeah, for
These
sure.
certifications opened many doors in my career.
Okay.
Then for me, okay, technical background is essential, but you need to do certification exams because it's very important in my opinion. Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. For sure. Yeah. This case, it's really to know about your opinion, and I really like to achieve many certifications. Before I started this session with you, I've been talking with a friend because I'm trying to pass one specific exam. I failed for 3 times in the same exam,
yeah,
and the people sometimes think, okay, Milton, you have more than 30 certifications, but the most part of people don't know how the difficult I already passed to achieve certifications, how many times I've been failed. Because when you publish one new certifications in your LinkedIn page or in another social network, usually people say, "Okay, it's really a great guide," but um, many people don't know sometimes how much time you spend studying,
yes.
and how many times you don't pass in the first time.
How many
uh,
fails?
yeah, exactly. How many failures? Yes, for sure. And Heather, outside of the hacking world, who is Heather? Uh, do you manage to disconnect? What you do to enjoy your free time?
Wow.
Yeah,
I confess that I spent decades of my life without disconnecting. Okay.
yeah,
But currently, I have been disconnecting. Uh, I even fooled a dream and traveled by motorcycle with my friends to Ushuaia, Land of Fire. Okay.
okay.
Uh, I'm right about 50,000 kilometers
Oh,
driving by motorcycle through Argentina and Chile.
oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Without touching a computer. Okay.
Yeah,
Without bits or bytes. I
yeah,
have I have taken better care of myself too. Reading the Holy
yeah,
Bible more, being more practicing to the church, okay, and have been travel more with my family to disconnect a little from cyber security or cyber life. Then no, I can do this, okay.
yeah,
Uh, this is doing me a lot of good. A man does not live by bits or bytes, but also hours of leisure with your family. Né? For me, it's still a challenge to disconnect
yeah,
uh, because I have family. I have to improve my money for my family. Né? But uh, it is necessary nowadays. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
we are live in the decade of the many information, a lot of information in my brain.
yeah,
Then I have to disconnect. For me, this 20, 20 days ride by motorcycle is amazing. Uh,
experience.
Clear to my mind.
Yeah, yes,
It's a
yes,
good. It's a good.
yeah, yes, for sure. Thank you for sharing this history. And if you could talk to your younger self, if you could go back in the time and give one piece of advice to your 18 years old self, what you it be? Let
Wow.
me know.
Waiting,
Yeah,
waiting years.
yeah,
Oh, oh my God.
18 years old. Yeah, 18 years old. Almost,
18.
almost my age right now.
Okay, 18. Very good.
Yeah,
Now I'm 52. Okay, 18.
yeah, yeah,
It's very
for
good.
sure, for
Uh,
sure.
I would say, man, you're going to have a future like you were always dreaming. Okay, but take it easy, Eder. Taking more care of your daughters, your family, because I confess you that for many years I delegated their education to my wife only. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not right. I should have paid
Mm-hmm.
more attention to their growth because for many decades I just study. Then my warning to 18 years old guy who calls Eder, wake up, Eder. There is a world outside to live instead of
Yeah.
just working and study.
Yeah.
Because all my life just working and study. I think
Yeah.
that I'm realized I'm happy, yes, with my life, yes, but perhaps I would like to more easy life,
Okay.
uh, no hard life. Then
Okay.
this is my advice for my friend Eder.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, right now you need to, yes, you don't need to prove more for anyone else. And let's close with something for our audience.
Yes.
Uh, would you like? I don't know if you would you like to leave a final message for audience, whether they are experienced professional or just starting out. Because, for example, in this podcast, we have both sides. We have experienced professionals, or you have two beginning professionals. And do you have some final message for the audience?
Okay. I just would like to thank you,
Yeah.
Milton, for this opportunity to talk a little more about my life. I'm confessed I
Okay.
never talk about my life in public.
Thank.
I'm a private guy, okay,
Yeah.
about my work, and I hope this webinar, all this video can inspire people to be even better profession in the
Yeah.
world of the cybersecurity. Sometimes I know that just one video change your life. Nah,
Yeah.
then I'm confess you. I think it's very important this type of the talking
Okay.
because when a guy watch this video, consume this video for oh my god, I would like to do this path. I would like to do these certifications. I would like to do these Turnable books. Then
Yeah. Exactly.
that this talking is a very important to open your mind
Yeah.
about the things and mainly to discover about more the other or another professionals that stay here too. Then I think it's a good opportunity to share your life,
Yeah.
share your skills in a talk, in a simple talk. Then I
Yeah.
appreciate for your invite me.
Yes. Me too.
I'm very happy. But this is my first talking in English. Okay.
Yeah, it's really okay. I really respect. I really respect. Really, it's really an honor have you in here today. You bring the perfect mix between discipline. It's not discipline, skills, and care for the community. And that it's exactly what the R19.io it's about. It's really talk about real stories, real techniques, and difficulties that you have. And I'm proud for you because accepted this challenge to talk with me in English. It's another language. It's not your main language. My language it's Portuguese. Your language is Portuguese, and then it's really hard. People don't know what is hard to do that.
Yes.
And like I said before, uh, people sometimes lose opportunities to do something like that, you
Yes.
know. And I think it's really important uh, that professionals like you share their experience, their stories, and things like that. And to everyone listen or watching, thank you for joining with us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please share this episode, follow us, and stay tuned to the next one episode. This is just the begin. And Eder, one more time, thank you again. And this house, it's your house too. And I hope to see in the next time. Yeah, thank you again for that. See you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.